Hello, hello, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. I'm your host, Alchemy. What's up, everybody? Welcome. My hair is wet, so forgive the flatness of my assness. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, what's up? How's it going? What what are we doing today? Figure it out. But before I do that, let's go ahead and play these quick play spells. Then I'll do my advertisements, and then we'll get on with the day and see what's going on. That was cool. Um, it's so quiet though. I'm curious as to like what apparatus you're making this music on, but I mean, just adding a clipper to pretty much everything will immediately make this like hit a lot harder. In all caps, I changed the melody since I kind of hated it. Tried to fix the weird drum issue. It wasn't stretched. It wasn't set stereo by me. It's just distortion. EQ over. Probably won't chop and screw Billy samples again after this. Okay. I mean, the kick's more functional, but it lost the weight for sure. Um, yeah, man, I don't know what's you got something going on with your relationship with kicks. I don't know if it's your headphones. It's not a software issue. It's just the way that you make stuff. I don't mean that to be discouraging or to say that you're incapable because it's not the case, but I'm not really sure. I think that you should like do a lesson with me or something at some point and we just like go over kicks and you can show me how you make kicks and I can tell you exactly what you're doing wrong. Um but kicks shouldn't be that hard. Sine wave, noise, filter, distortion, compress, clip it. That's it. There doesn't need to be anything more than that. I don't know what to say. You still have cool ideas though. So it's not like you have bad taste in music or anything. It's just there's just this one technical problem that we got to figure out. Loof full on fuckery 2024 Vertian. It's like the ending credits to a game on a blown out speaker. Pretty vibey. Cool stuff. The most epic rap battle of history. Loud. Thank you for the warning. No, I don't think it's that. I like how it's just a kick and like the snare has no transient whatsoever. Um, could definitely use a little space in there. It's just a blast of wall of noise. But it goes hard, 100%. If you want to join the quick play spells, I would recommend you join the Discord and you can submit a quick play spell that's 15 seconds or less every day, once per day, please. But at the beginning of the next stream, I'll play it out, and it's just a cool way to show off some of your skills or to show off memes. Just make sure that it's appropriate. With that being said, if I do something cool today, do me a favor, everyone. I would love you forever if you clip stuff for me. I've been utilizing a lot of the clips that you all have been making on YouTube, and I really appreciate it. And then finally, we still have our sale going on, which is at alchemy.com, 25% sale, plus another 10 by using code FUCKSUNO. Dig, FUKSUNO. Put out a new drum pack recently. I think that everyone that has bought it has been pretty happy with it, but it's pretty nice. That's not for the streamers, or that's not for the people watching. This is for people watching the VOD. So forgive me that I'm doing that. But yeah, check it out. And it's worth it. It's worth it. I got good drums. I believe I have good drums. One thing I will say though is if anybody's purchased something from my website, please do me a favor. Like even if it's the free stuff, leave a review. That really helps me. Trying my hand at tear out. Guns are surprisingly hard to do oop. They're really not. Like it's you need to take like a short sound, put a shit ton of convolution reverb on it, distort the fuck out of it, and then figure out how to control the tails. I've done plenty of videos on people asking me how to do this kind of stuff. But like, I mean, shit, man. Like, all right, hold up. Right? Tiny bit of noise. Multipath or what are guns? Like the basses that are like dum 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 dum. We're gonna grab a convolver. We're gonna grab a snare. Ring mod. You could do that actually. That's kind of cool. We could do another ring mod here and set this like a maybe not. So then you just put a sub under this. And you could do like an OTT or whatever. But like the whole like space laces thing or whatever, like it's just a snare. Or some kind of like noisy, you know. So, I mean, yeah, that's how you. I don't know Terra, admittedly. It's not really my thing either, but tails and proper transients and the convoluted things are. This is like gunshot in a telephone booth. Well, it's just like it's a very quick example, right? Without me thinking about it too much, but that's what I suggest as well. You have to distort the convolution. If it needs a transient, then like instead of trying to get it from the sound itself, start thinking about what you can do to provide a transient for it after. That's okay. Will you shut the door though, baby? Thank you. You get what I mean? And depending on what kind of convolution you put into it is really going to shape the back end of the sound. And then also like we're just using a pure sine wave, but if you were to do this like on a snare or with a pitch bend and all of that, you can yeah, like sometimes layering it cuz most people don't do sound design, at least from what I've seen in something like Serum or Faceplant when they make basses like this. They're usually taking like a hi-hat or a snare or something that already has percussion in it, and then they layer a sub into it. But I mean, really, like this is the hardest part, though, right? Which is the timbre of the aggressive, like the the shearing and all of that stuff. And also, like this is in mono, but you could always apply like a small touch of reverb to this with a gate. See what I mean? And this doesn't really matter like what it is. It just needs to be a thing. So, but I mean, yeah, like that's my current setup is like disperse into multiband, phase distortion, and midband to make it into noise, and that gets convoluted and then distorted. I mean, you can, but that seems like a way over complicated process. Like I would just just take a sound and convolute it through a snare and distort the fuck out of it, layer a sub under it, and if it needs a transient, put a drum into it. Like or put a drum right before it. Like I don't know why I forgot about using drum samples as convolution samples. Oh, I don't know either. I just like this isn't my genre. I just know like this is just what I've seen. But I use this trick a lot whenever I'm making like those big snares. So whenever I do like let me hold on. They're in here somewhere. Like that kind of stuff. That. What the fuck are these? Anyway, um does YouTube let you see clips that you've made even if you don't post it? I don't know, to be honest. This is my genre, just something I'm doing a shitpost beat anyways, but a shitpost is funnier when it actually has effort put into it. Yeah, for sure. But I mean, I'm showing you this because you were saying that you were trying to figure something out. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. But Yeah, it's not a matter of whether you passed or failed. It was just like, oh, you're trying to figure this out, and I was like, oh, it's not that hard. Um, yeah, what are we doing today, guys? Have I made any drums yet? Like on stream? I've been live for 20 minutes. No, I have not. And the first 15 minutes usually goes to me getting set up and then playing quick play spells. Um, yeah, but I'm not really sure. I don't know. I'm down to try almost anything. What do you guys want to do today? Or does anyone have any like sound design requests or anything else of the sort? Are there any plans for the atmosphere that was made yesterday? Yeah, I don't really know what I want to turn it into. Um, because I like it, but I haven't like conceptualized like what kind of beat I want from it. Like what kind of like you know what I'm saying? And I haven't really figured that out. Um, but once I do, then I'll come back to it. I've got like four projects that I want to come back to, but I've been doing things just a little bit different as of late, of like being like, okay, I like this, I like this. Let me let me just sit on it a bit and not try to um not try to like force it out and just finish it right away, which is very foreign to me, but it's also an excuse for me to like just keep starting new ideas. Like this one I wanted to finish. Man, I have a lot of tracks that I want to come back to. Like this little IDM one. Clip to zero. Yeah, clip to zero doesn't apply. You have to mix it a little more um, meticulously. Like I have this Britney Spears remix that I wanted to finish. But I don't know what I want to do with it. I wanted to finish this one. Yeah, I wanted to finish that one. I need to finish this one. I need to finish the Fracture collab that I started with him. The Club A one. This one we did the other day. But again, I don't know what I want to do for the second half.
Yeah.
Yo, thanks, Noise. Yeah, then I also wanted to finish, which I haven't exported it yet, but Pastel. I'm gonna call it something different. It was just a working title, bro. But I did want to finish this one. Yeah, like the thing about metal is you have to preserve the dynamics. just a cool like a cool beat, but I just yeah, I don't really know what I want to do with it. I don't even want to keep the bass. So, yeah, I've got a lot of projects that I want to come back to, but it's cool. Like I'm sitting on a lot of ideas that are interesting, but I think what I've been trying to do is just keep them in my vault and be like, okay, let me just sit on it and then be like, ah, all right, that's what I want to do. But yeah, I actually uninstalled Contact as well. Um, I think what I'd like to do. A lot of metal mixing is just seeing what kind of analog emulation abomination people made in their Rackbox compilation plugin choice. It's like 800 bucks. Yeah, it's like talk to Zayaku about it with Neural DSP shit. Um, I think that we're going to. I think that we're going to try to remake, not remake, but make a song like this Anko track that it's been in my head for a long time. It's called Witchcraft. But in order to do so, I need to make like a fat fucking Reese. So we're going to use Polymer for that. Yeah, but it sounds incredible. Oh, no. No. Okay, it's a good start, but what I want out of this is for it to bite. Maybe not with the insane. I might have to change this to wavetable and try the unison instead. Okay, sorry. That's pretty sick. I really like how the amp or Class A pulls out the boom. So we'll probably keep that. I have a short on how to make sine waves in Serum. I'm gonna distort this again because I want to see if I can make it bite and give it a little bit more of a crunchy texture. I might need a fuzz pedal. Yeah, that's starting to sound pretty nice. I'm gonna give this a try. Sorry, I'm just cycling through different stuff that I might want to add to it. Excuse me. Let's do some more. Honestly, love when you have sounds that have a moving sub, and then when the sub is in the apex, it just consumes everything in the high end. It's such a cool effect. I can respect that. That's nice. The fuck does that mean? All right, let's begin. Doing things slightly different on this. Shouldn't be that big of a deal, though. I hope. Off the wall question, favorite traditional Japanese musical instrument? Probably probably a shakuhachi. I really like the flute. Kodos are pretty cool too. I'm pretty sure that's a shakuhachi. Although I haven't played Ghost of Yotei, but if it's a flute and it's Japanese, then it's probably a shakuhachi. Could be wrong, but I'd be willing to bet money on it. There we go. I think the shamisen is Chinese, right? I think that's the shamisen. But I also think that you're talking about the same thing. The horizontal thing with the pick. Japanese but derived from Chinese instrument. The Sanjian. Oh. Well, I'll shut the fuck up then. Sorry, I'm trying to dial this in. Why did everyone dip when the best part of the stream is happening? Because nobody wants me to sit here and make a fucking snare for 20 minutes. Can't say I blame them. Yeah, taking out some of the low end of this. Usually I'll make the clap and the snare separate, but nice. Bro, nobody wants to fucking learn. Like, that's the secret. People don't want to learn. They want shit that they can just be like, ah. Like, people don't go on YouTube to learn anymore. They come to be entertained. And like producer tuber is fucking dead. Yeah, for sure. I mean even fucking ninjas came from China, you know, which a lot of people don't know. I might have to EQ this again, or it might even be worth doing fuse compressor on this, but I'm not really sure. I don't know. I used to think that. I was like, man, people are missing out or whatever. But honestly, like I haven't really been cooking like anything that's been that compelling lately anyway. And the other thing is no, this tube needs to be here. Um the other thing is like if people are enjoying their life, doing whatever they want, then like who am I to say, you know? The people that want to be here will be here. Yeah. I mean, I would love to figure out ways to make my stream more entertaining, but okay, so we don't want that. I still think that this sounds better without it. Well, you also have to understand that like I do this as a business as well, so it's not a very good business, but it is a business. Oh my god. No one else streams like this? There's plenty of people that stream like I do. I had a girlfriend of a dancing stickman in the corner. Oh, a GIF. I was like, a girlfriend? That will get everybody entertained. I mean, I could pull up Cat Jam plugin. Here we go. Okay, so can I group these? I can. And now what I'm going to do with all of these is just move these a little bit late. This is what I should have done, probably, but whatever. Didn't FL used to have a dancing anime girl? Yeah, they still do. Yeah, even just moving this a little bit later by like 5 milliseconds. Whenever the phase comes back, it has the see, it has like the nice little crunchy. Okay. Next order of business, I want some texture over it. So, mm, I just almost died. Cat got me entertained. I was like, why does this all sound the same? This is Seven Deadly Snares. It's pretty much like a snare generator. I almost only use it for texture, but it's cool.
Recording to logbook.
Thanks, Andrew Johnson. Did you unsub to me? You unsub to me? How could you? You think I don't know who you are? You think I don't know where you live? I'm kidding. It's fine. Whatever. People can do what they please. There we go. Now it's got a little bit of stereo in it. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm moving kind of slow. Making my way downtown. Yes. Maybe something like that. Sounds pretty good. I'm waiting for the phase cycle to get like really clean. I wanted to make a joke by unsubbing and subbing in and saying some dumb shit like, hey guys, I'm new here, but then remember there's a 5-minute time gate on chat if I do that. Yeah, you think about that. You think about those choices. This is why I charge $25 for my sample packs, because look at how much work goes into making snares. And I do this every day. Maybe not every day, but almost every day. See what I do for you people? Can't you see how much I love you? 'Cause I know somewhere deep down in my heart, I still love you. That poor family. I mean, this is what it takes, though, you know? Like, when people listen to my music, I want them to be like, fuck, those drums are dope. You know what I mean? I don't have time for that hippy dippy bullshit. I think that one was good enough. But yes, look at this. Look at this monstrosity. Now, something else that I'm going to do on this, just for fun, is I'm going to go in here and you see where these little things are coming into play? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think I only did 3, so we should be fine. But creating this is going to help more separation for this. So now check this out. So we can even go like this. That's fine. Hey, what's up, Cuckoo Cuckoo? What's hippy dippy mean? No matter the genre, snares are always that thing that make or breaks your stuff. Yeah, I agree. So I guess the smear kind of fucked it up, but what we can do is, oops, we can actually fix it by clipping it again. Bro. And then that just pulls it out a little bit more. That snare is dog shit. Nothing. I was delving into metal thinking it's a brand new world, but then I hear the same old phrase that snare is dog shit. Am I overthinking this? Does this sound good, or am I just like, uh, no, it sounds fine. Nah, generally in metal, you don't want to usually use synthesized drums. Maybe on the kick, to support another kit, but like the mixing approach to drums and metal is like a very, very different thing than what we do here. And it's because they leave space, like there's so many transients that happen within metal because of like blast beats and all of that. But also, the mixing style is trying to leave space for the bass and the vocals and the guitar, right? Whereas like everything is a slave to the drums and this kind of music. Like you could just fucking slam it and be like, so okay, well that's just you. We have something called inside thoughts and outside. Apparently YouTube does not know the difference between that. I said, am I tripping or am I not tripping? I didn't ask shit. The Gru. Well, even if it sucks, I'll just make it again. Why does this sound like this though? Something doesn't feel right about that. Are we talking about the same kind of the same kind of metal? Because kick is okay. It's gonna get better. Something is up with the pitch bend. Okay, that's that's decent. We can make it work. Bro, Silk, of all people, you are not the person to give me advice on drums. Of all people here, you are not the person to give me advice on drums. Thank you. I know you're trying to help, but elaborate? No, I don't. I don't even have to give a reason if I don't want to. It's for me in drums. Like at this point, it's just me having to listen to it and be like, okay, what do I want? There we go. I need to move this somewhere that's like going to be out of the way. Like, no, even that's in the way. Now it's out of the way. Maybe like here. How do you deal with burnout? You, well, everyone is different, but I'll tell you this. Let me ask you something. Why do you make music? Antonio, I think you should start your own YouTube channel. With all this advice you got loaded. Good question. It feels like I never saw Alec take breaks. No, I don't take breaks, but that's like this is what I do for work, right? So I don't get to take breaks. Actually, that's not true. I took a break during the holidays. You have some fire advice? No, 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 bro. You're really good at telling the advice that I give you to someone else. That's that's why I get so annoyed. You're really good at that, and that's what pisses me off. Am I usually mad? I'm not usually mad, am I? I'm usually in a good mood. Ain't no way there's two authorities in the chat. No, I'm okay with it. Like I'm okay with giving advice, but like give your own advice. Advice that you came up with. Like for example, just make stuff up. That's not my advice. That I would never say that. But but everything else uh it reminds me of like somebody that watches a video in martial arts and then tries to make a video on how to teach it. Oh wait, that reminds me of YouTube producer communities where they'll watch a video on how to make a bass or something that Skrillex said in an interview and try to make a video about it. That's all love, but it drives me crazy. I need to make a point as well that I don't think that I have the answers for everything, if anything at all. But I come from the place where like see, I'm afraid to show you because I'm worried that that you're gonna make a video on it and not make it well. But I could show you. Help me, please. Help me help the community. I want nothing but the best for you all, I promise. Make a beat like Saruda and I'll give you $50 right now. Bro, I've got beats like Saruda. Like it's already done and dusted. I've got a lot of beats like Saruda. But there comes a point where like money isn't everything to me. No, I would need a perm and Jerry curls for that, to be on God. Sorry. My hair's still wet, by the way. I showered right before I went live. Dead ass. Yeah, with Alex Perez. I have. I've heard of most of his stuff. I think you should try. I think something. I think that something I think that I would warn someone like you about is you try to get dangerously close to the people that you aspire to be like. And there's a time and place to do it. Like, but typically in the past, the only way I've seen people be successful like that is if they're actually directly learning under them. I think Cage is like a great example. Actually, all the guys from South Africa, like they all kind of have a similar vibe and a similar sound, but that's because they were in the studio together or they were sharing beats with each other. You know what I mean? I don't really know like what the semantics were with how they operated and all that. Actually, I think Zayn used to live with Chief for a little while, but they, you know what I mean? They were building off of each other. But if all you have is cold inspiration and like you're just listening and listening and listening, like there are certain things that you'll be able to pull from it, but it really cuts you off from your own creativity. Um, like learning how to apply inspiration is a skill in itself. And even for me, like yeah, I'm making something of something that I'm inspired by, but I'm just looking for the right moment to jump off and go my own direction. And the ones that like and if I get too close, I usually don't finish the track because I'm like it sounds too much like what I'm trying to get away from, you know, or what I was trying to I guess in some cases copy. Uh shit is loud as fuck. I think that was a this is a problem that I've ran into a lot. Some guy was making tunes like Current Value in 2013. It sounded extremely similar. Yeah, but you don't like know what he was exposed to, you know? Boys heard the horror story of becoming a cover gig artist when it comes to nearly all forms of art, but I only came across it in the wild once. Well, I mean, and even well, cover bands and stuff are a very different thing than like being a producer cover or like that's very different. Like being able to play something as a musician is very different than like especially in the world of sound design and like very meticulous, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not it doesn't seem like the same thing to me. How come you're what's up, Wiles? Definitely get in the ballpark with actually here. Some guy was making tunes at Current Value, but I thought just more cake added a couple of his tracks in my playlist. Yes, I do think that it's a problem. Shades goes hard and out of the context. He probably made some dangerous sound beat and it's fire. Wish they did more streams. I mean, they have him and Alex Perez have a stream together on YouTube where like they write almost an entire track. Actually, um, something that I do on my basses came from them, which is this thing right here, like in adding high end I mean, I saw it from them first and then I saw a bunch of other people doing it, but just adding a high layer for bass like this is um like a huge thing that helps me out. I actually might even think that even this is too loud. Like maybe I need to reduce everything but pull the sub up. Hey, what's up, Grim? I feel like I haven't seen you on. Yeah, I haven't seen you online in a while. What happens if I just put a big fucking notch right in the middle of that? Why are you so busy? No, I had asked, where are they? Something burning. Oh, shit, sorry. I make music because I feel a need to express my feelings and thoughts, and also because it's just fun to me. Okay, so I don't know if you're still here or not. I'm really sorry. I got derailed. But, like, you have to find that again whenever you get burnt out. You have to figure out how to make it fun. You have to figure out you have to get back in touch with your feelings and your with your emotions and like start coming up with things that you want to say. But a lot of times if you're burnt out and you stop making music, it's not that you're stopping to make music. It's like you go back into the research and development stage, but of yourself. You know what I mean? Because what happens is you're like, oh, all right, now I'm kind of like fishing for things or I'm doing, whatever. And then when you open up the DAW, like you don't have to have pressure to make cool shit. You can just practice or do some sound design for a bit or whatever. But on the outside, within the internal, it's recentering or realigning with where your artistry is at. I think a lot of times when people get burnt out, it's not that they get burnt out, it's that they want to be better than where they are. At least that's how I am. When I get burnt out and I stop like liking shit, it's because my expectations exceed what my abilities are. And that still happens to me a lot. Like even now I'm like I feel like I've been going through burnout for 3 4 months. Um but you still have to if if you're still thinking about music all the time and you're still, trying to cultivate, there's so many other areas of cultivation that go beyond just sitting in the DAW or even playing instruments or writing or whatever, but you have to put yourself in a place that you can play, and you need to reteach yourself how to have fun with what you're doing. And if the only time that you're having fun is when you're making good shit, um it's really hard to get out of burnout, because all you want to do is make bangers and shit, which I totally get. I am that way. I really just want to make fucking bangers all the time. But I'm not a machine, and I can't. And I also have, a life outside of this, and a lot of, stress and other things to deal with that contribute to my ability to create. Um, but it's hard, and everyone's needs are different. When you have some instance of burnout, you have to really take the time to learn about yourself and how you problem solve and how you get over stuff and how you teach yourself to relax whenever you're trying to do creative stuff. And remember that the whole point of making music is to provide an escape, right? Or to provide a vessel to get shit out that you need to. But it doesn't have to be so serious in the sense of like, oh, I got all this emotional baggage that I need to, fucking lay out or whatever. And I don't think that most people think about that shit unless if they're dealing with something that's like becoming a crisis in their life. With that being said, it's okay to still enjoy the process. It's okay to be bored of stuff as well. Sometimes doing sound design and making basses and shit gets fucking boring. Um, I always fish for a dopamine rush whenever I'm making sounds, because and sometimes that's it too, is you might just be on a dopamine, overdraft and need to fucking reset. It's hard. Everybody's problem is unique, but I've seen so many different ranges of this. What I will say as a call to action is, if you're still keen on opening up your DAW and you're not going to stop, then take back the expectation. Give yourself a time limit of like an hour and write for an hour. Give yourself an hour to do sound design, but be extremely diligent on that time limit. Make what you can in an hour. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm burnt out because I keep starting songs and I don't want to finish them. Okay, well, you can't move on until the next track until you finish an arrangement. You get what I'm saying? It's like, it's things like that that you have to put these constraints, because otherwise it gives you the freedom to, what's the word I'm looking for? Honestly, it gives you the freedom to waste time, you know? And rather than waste your time, you have to be like, all right, well, you know, rather than I'm sitting at here for 4 hours trying to tweak the snare that I fucking hate and could just go get another one, or whatever problem that you're like super hyper focused on, you go around it. It's like an injury. You can't train through your injuries. You have to train around your injuries if you want to continue cultivating. Yeah, I agree. I mean, as long as you're practicing, you're getting better at something. It's just not always, what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? You can't always track it. It's not always something that you can monitor or something that you notice. But give yourself an hour, go fucking play, and, you know, take a step back and be like, when do I have the most fun making music? Take quality out of it. When do I have the most fun? Okay, and if making the most fun is when you're writing something that you actually like, take the second option, you know? One of my buddies is always frustrated because he makes music, which is fun, but then he gets in the mixing stage, which is troubleshooting, which is not fun, is never quite good enough. Well, your fucking friend doesn't have to mix. That's the thing. Like, and no offense to your friend, but like, guys, like, you don't, we choose to do everything as producers. We make those choices. I don't have to fucking do sound design. Hell, I don't even have to write the fucking thing if I don't want to. I can make a bunch of sounds, send them off to somebody and be like, yo, let's collab. You do it, I'll make the sounds. Ah, I'm shit at mastering. Okay, we'll have somebody else do it. Like, you get what I mean? Like, the tasks, the problems that we have once you get to a certain stage of being a producer. Somebody clip this for me here in about 10 seconds. But the most of the problems that we have when we get to a certain level of being a producer are self-imposed. There, I fucking said it. Most of them are self-imposed because you want your sound design to be better. You're not happy with going to use someone else's sounds and snares and basses and shit. You're having beat block because you are overthinking an arrangement, or you know what I mean, something like that, or something is bothering you. You're not happy with something. When you stop making decisions, it's usually because you're not happy with something. Oh, my mix is shit, you know, and I'm not going to move on until I fix it. You have to realize that, like, something I really admire about Aiden, and this is why I do, like, there's something that we do in martial arts called Chisao. And I don't know if any of you all have ever heard of it before. It's an evolution of what people do in Wing Chun in the JKD world, but it looks really stupid, but it's actually a whole fucking language. So we're doing this shit, right? Which, if you're doing the JKD version, it's Bong Sao with a jut to Tan Sao with a hit, and the other person is doing the same thing but mirrored. And what you're doing is you're attacking and defending at the same time, but you're holding gates to where, as one door opens, the other one closes, and the other person's door opens and their other door closes. And so it's a constant check of finding holes. But the goal of it isn't to win. It's not to be successful. The goal of it is to get yourself into situations that you have not expected, and without trying to overpower the person, without trying to outspeed the person, but rather be on center and rather use your sensitivity, your reaction, feeling your hits being more true than the other person. You find your ways out of these situations, but you purposefully, especially when you get to like an instructor level, you let the other people put you in weird situations because that's how you learn. And so if you're running into the same problem over and over again, find a different problem to solve and then come back to it. If you have a math problem and you're like, I can't fucking figure this out, like, rather than just sit on the problem, if you're taking like a standardized test or whatever, and you've got 2 hours and you don't move on past the first problem, you're definitely guaranteed to fail. But if you say, okay, fuck it, mark it with your pencil or whatever, how you do it on the computer. It's been a long time since I've been in school, but you mark it, you keep going, and then towards the end, maybe you get it. Maybe you miss one and get 99% of the other problems right. You get what I mean? It's something that you have to have a bigger scope about what it is that you're trying to do. And that was one of the major issues for me, was that I wouldn't move on from shit until I had it. Until I had an answer. And I'm still that way sometimes, but yo, I'm not going to make music until... Shit, I'm dropping frames. Come on. There we go. Yeah, if you're sitting here making music or not making music until your snare is perfect, like, you're never going to move past it, and it's just going to end up frustrating you. And my final thoughts on this are, if you are really stuck, like stuck, go hire someone for private lessons. Maybe I'm not the person. That's fine too. But go find somebody. Go find a mentor. But put the time in. I know it's tweaking. Um, it's gonna happen. Also, bots. Fuck out of here. Funnily enough, even with the internet, a lot more people are working in isolation. Yeah, I agree. I mean, COVID COVID fucked up our society, like the world, like so hard. Some good things came out of it. I can't even hear you. It's because you're deaf. Yeah, it's. I think it's stabilized, but we should be good now. COVID was one of the reasons, but the way technology is in constant state of advancing is an aspect that's always affected collaborative spaces. In some cases, I mean, in some cases, technology has improved that a lot. Like, look at Discord. That's one way to look at it. I like everything about this except for the bass. So I want it to be a little bit more upfront. And a little bit more like airy. Never forgive Discord for increasing the upload limit to 50 back in the cough era, but then dropping it back to 10 and sell their subscription. Yeah, I mean just Discord is evil in so many ways, but it's also been really fucking helpful in a lot of ways too, you know? The biggest negative about Discord, in my opinion, and I've talked about it before, I think is that by connecting people, it also pushes people more into isolation in a way. Well, yeah, that's the whole thing about the internet, right? Is that why would I go out and meet people when I can just hang out with you? And especially for people that are already lonely, you know? I mean, to be honest with you, this is the same thing as like the male epidemic for loneliness and the ever increasing issues of like forgive me, but like porn addiction and shit, you know what I mean? It's because people are disassociating and it's harder for people to meet. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that Japan is going through a huge issue with this, right? Of like everyone in Japan is lonely. Like the whole meme of trying to get people to of like telling someone to go outside and touch grass is not really even a meme anymore. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah. Yeah, we should do that. Invite only communities were a thing back in the day too, but with Discord, every community is technically invite only. True. For some people, online escapism is literally life, and it isn't always healthy. Yeah, I mean, look at like this is nothing new, even before COVID. Like how many people have died from playing too much World of Warcraft, or neglected their kids, or like I heard a shit ton of stories of that growing up, which is terrible. but but it's a thing, it exists. And even for us producers, like I don't know how many of you have stayed up for fucking 3 days trying to finish a track. I don't do it all the time, especially not anymore, but I've been there. And that game is super trash. Been there what for me, where I've stayed up for 3 days straight trying to finish a track. Okay, cool. Let's try some stuff with Beam and see if we can get some more texture over this. But like, really, this is supposed to be a wall of sound. um, because it's unsalvageable. Yeah. Um, but uh, Yeah, I mean, there's still something with this, but I think that if I can just get the relationship of the bass and the drums to work well, then everything else will be a lot easier to pull off. Ooh, that's cool. Should probably turn this off. You can use that for like an intro. Halftime isn't sonically complex, but what a fucking annoying genre. Yeah, I know. It really is annoying. But that's kind of the beautiful thing about it, and that's why I have so much respect for it, is because it's like simple. Oh, I'm pushing Altel. It's simple elements, but you have to get all of those elements right, you know? Like, if you listen to anything from Ivy Lab, their music isn't complex, but it's incredible because of like how simple and how powerful their music is with very little elements. Being a beginner is so not fun, man. So many things just vanish into nothingness because it takes so much longer to recognize fundamentally flawed idea. I I don't think it has to be that way. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so what I'm trying to do is just create a little bit more air and a little less clutter through this. But it's been kind of insert Saul Goodman-esque advert for private lessons. I don't even know who Saul Goodman is. Yeah, I took away all the energy. Is it because it's just in mono? Mr. Goodman? What? Yeah, I might just need some stereo on this. Although I thought I had stereo on this. Oh. That still sounds pretty cool too. Yeah. I know. I mean I haven't seen the show, but I know who you're talking about now. But there is another show, right? Better Call Saul. Had amazing ads in universe. Oh, I see. Yeah. Cheer, sucker. Hey. 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 Ha ha. Hey. Cheer. Hey. Wait, what? Oh. There we go. Cool. Gloom, when was the last time you were here in stream? 2 weeks ago? Have you seen all the new bass stuff that I've been doing? That was cool. Yo, what's up, dude? Yeah, pretty much. Not for every genre, but for the most part, it's kind of just like a set it and forget it. No, I don't think so. Here, let me show you. Let me let me tell you something. Just gonna go back to where that was. And then just move that here. Yeah, give me just 1 second and then I'll run it. Wait, I think you have, because I remember us talking about, like, with the whole resampling deal and whatever. Like the faceplant workflow. I feel like we have, because I feel like you were in my stream not too long ago and you were telling me about, like, we were having the discussion about what's it called? We were talking about like how bases are usually more simple and all of that. No, not sample offset stuff. No, just this process that I found. Well, maybe you were there for some of it, because I think what I was doing was I was working on the automation thing, but I like found a middle ground in between for stuff where I don't do necessarily automation, but I found this like multi-step process to get like really cool bases. Where's this at? What? What? Where did I put this? Where? Where did I put this faceplant? Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, and even stuff like this, which... So, long story short, it's from all the stuff It's like if you combine my stuff and all the stuff that Cohen Sound posted on their Patreon, but with my processing, that was kind of how I came about doing all this stuff. And it's still a work in progress, but the stuff that I've been getting out of it for the most part has been pretty cool. Yo, what's up, Nate? What was some other cool ones that I made that I was like, oh, this is nice. Is it this one? No. Mm-hmm. Wavetable. But that like the morphing, because most of the time when I do basses and stuff, it's like vocal and whatnot, but cinematic, like tribal sounding drums, gets posted to Yuku all the time. Are you talking about like tech step, like with like heavy breaks and all that? It's kind of like halftime, but not really. I don't know. I didn't even know that Yuku was still a thing, to be honest. I think you're talking about tech step though. Tech step is when it's just like breaks. DDD, King DDD. What? Oh. Like W halftime. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I need to find something in here to automate. Returns as flavor for the month every 3 years or so. It's my best way to describe it. It's like the music that plays during a stealth segment. Like Metal Gear Solid 2? Yo, thank you for the sub, C-Trades. I appreciate it. Like that kind of shit? Put your controller on the floor. You like Castlevania, don't you?
You like Castlevania, don't you?
130 BPM club stuff, but darker. Like stuff that like Kawaii is doing. I don't know. Post it in Discord. I'll check it out. Atmospheric 2 live crew? What? Oh my god. Bounce that ass on the floor, bitch. Like, you know, like that kind of shit. Forgot Kawaii. How could you forget Kawaii? How could you forget about Kawaii? He's got the best fucking some of the greatest drum and bass ever made. Okay, I'm on the same page now. Let me see what I want to do. What else do I want to do with this? The drums take more liberty with being sparse and tribal at times. Okay. Okay. I'm just kidding. Stretch. 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 I don't know why, like, I never fucking use this in the past. Like, this is... Beam is... For the kind of, like, drum resampling that I usually do, I feel very foolish that, I never just threw time on this. We're not going to talk about that. Don't ask. Don't ask what that was. What happens in the sample library stays in the sample. No, it was I have all of the like death animation or like the death noises and stuff from all of not all, but most of the creatures from Castlevania. And that one was Lady Dracula. So like when they die and shit, you know, they make all of those like questionable sounds. Where if you're playing the game, you don't think about it at all. You're like, ah, she's dead. But, you know, in this context, it's like, can somebody clip that, by the way, for me? With the Dracula death, or just somewhere around here that I can go back and scroll and find it. I feel like that would be funny for a short. Man, we got some really good stuff out of that just from having like only a few effects on it. I'm really excited. Here in a little bit, I actually need to go, but Corey and I are going to Riftbound tournament for the new release of the Spirit Forge stuff. We've been having so much fun playing that game together. It's been great. I remember when we touched up on the greatness of FL effects, man. How powerful Gross Beat is. Look, I never said that. Fuck FL Studio. What are you talking about? I really like kick sounds that are pitched down with layered true with layered like hats and percussion and stuff. Because it just provides this crunchiness to drums that someone please clip that. My heavily illegal modified and smuggled copy of YouTube APK doesn't let me clip. Someone's got it. It's fine. I mean, if we miss it, it's still here on the VOD. We'll have to go back and find it. What does APK stand for though? Or wait, was this or are you talking about from my perspective? I'm confused. Android. Yeah, something to automate on here would be really nice. So that way it breaks up the monotony of like something like that would be kind of cool. But for some reason, did you all hear how much the gain was reduced on this after that? Why? It says that it's only by half a dB, but it's like, it's very noticeable to me. Am I tripping? Am I tripping, or do I have a point? I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. I'll try putting... Yeah, what the fuck? Use the non-filter plus filter. But. Alright. Okay, Pac. Okay. You said let me cook. Yeah, thanks. I learned something. I feel like I've made this mistake before, but in this case, I appreciate the reminder. Ew. Give me the frequency. Oh, this is on this. God, does anyone else hate Bitwig's automation lane stacking? Like, there's no way to turn this off. I just want one lane at a time, goddammit. Maybe even like steps and stuff or something like this, you know, but just some kind of movement that some kind of movement that helps this not be so samey to listen to. Like maybe the first part can be open, but keeping right here, maybe just like hit the downbeat on the boom and like put some other thing on top of it. Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get your woman on the floor. You know, I never use this anymore. I probably should. Vocoded vocal chop? No. I'll probably opt in for glitches instead because like apparently if I throw check into one more song, the people that actually listen to my music are gonna lose their fucking minds. Although it would work. Boom, 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 boom. Check. Dun. I know what we can add though. You know what every song of mine that's halftime has to have? Wait, Grim, take a guess. Before I do this, take a guess. What does every single halftime track I have? Wait, every single halftime track I've made have included. Doesn't matter if it's Neuro or 808 based, so it's not bass related. I want to see how well you all know me. Who else watches my stream very closely? What is Burlo blah 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 blah? What the fuck is that? Huh? Okay, well, negative space. No. Okay, wait. Not the wheel up effects. That's a really good guess. And I actually might put that in here, but no. Sine wave thing? Sine wave thing? What sine wave thing? A kick. Not all of my music actually has a kick. Ring mod bass. No, you always seem to catch you making sine wave leads. LOL. Yeah, that's because I'm really fucking lazy and bad at making leads. But yeah, that's also a good guess. But what I do is it's not that I make sine wave leads, it's that I make lead melodies just with sine waves and then I do sound design. It's synthesized usually. The problem is that if I give you a hint, it's going to give it away. Playing sleepover games with Alec? Well, shit, I said I wanted to make my stream more entertaining. Are you not entertained? We're playing a guessing game. 20 questions. Shit, maybe instead of production questions, I need to just, like, let you all ask other things and pretend like I'm an interesting person about my life. How many times have you been dumped? How many times have you been beat up? But I'm also very clueless. Okay. Hi. I'm just got here. Ayo or yo vocal chop. That's also a good guess. When I show you what it is, you're going to be like, "Oh my god." It's in every track. Every halftime track. Although I think it needs to be here because the crash on that is like there's no room. This has zero headroom for anything else. Yeah, this sounds better anyways. Okay, we need to have something different here, so maybe this note. So probably want to do that. Maybe pick that up here, create some contrast. There's a prod that constantly puts various sounds that cameras make, which is very cool. I don't remember who exactly. Actually, Saruda has a really cool, wait, yeah, he's got some really cool Foley and camera. Get that camera out of my face. Do I have any other like cool percussive stuff that I can add right there? Yeah, actually, that's fucking sick. Where is it? Is it right here? Learning how to do interface sound design, just to sprinkle that shit over my halftime. Interface sound design? I think you would be better off with just generative synthesis, to be honest, which, to be honest with you, I think that I made a generator a couple of days ago, if I'm not mistaken. And that stuff is great for this. Generator 2022, fuck. 2026. Ugh. Ian, please. Like that was really cool. We could just yeet that in there very quickly. And there were some other cool things on the latter half of this, but you know, it's just like technological sounds that give a little bit of ear candy. Early onset dementia. I hope not. You know, so we can... That needs to be here. Strain your rotator cuffs. Did you tear your rotator cuff? I know a lot about injuries. I've got a lot of them right now. Broke something. What is the activity? What were you doing? Like what's your physical? I was just doing circles with my arms for a month. Yeah, but what were you getting ready to do? I'm curious. Like knowing what type of activity you normally do helps me lifting. Do you do snatches a lot? I don't press nearly anything because of my elbows. Jesus, bro. What the fuck? How bad is it? I'm gonna put a clap there. I only do squats and push-ups. Ableton Music for people who wear glasses and don't need them. Well, Bitwig is for balding people that wear beanies only. Hey, Aura, welcome back. Oh, no worries. Feeling like a cool little like the only triplet in here is the laser sound. Yeah, this isn't quite triplets. It's just really fucking late hats. Because you can still fit a fourth one right here. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. A triplet would be like... Dot, dot, dot. So it would be here. Yeah, not quite the same. Oh yeah, good question. How's the littlest family member doing? Oh man, you guys didn't hear the news about my dog? Oof. Oh, I thought I told you all about this. No, everything is not okay. Um, Corey and I had to give Jersey back to the shelter. Um, she bit Corey twice, and she bit the vet, and yeah, the whole thing is fucked up. Um, so it turns out that as sweet as she was, and as much as I love her, and like I was pretty fucking beat up over it. Um, she's a single owner kind of dog because she started getting aggressive to Corey, and she bit her not too long ago. And Corey and I had a sit down conversation, and we were like, yeah, she's okay. But the first time she bit her, it was pretty bad. Um, she bit her 3 times. We were like, we're not giving up on her. We are going to try to work on her behavior. We considered getting her like professional training for like 4 or 5 grand. And in the midst of that, she actually started getting better, but she got attacked by a cat, which I think you all saw, right? When she had the cone. And in the midst of that, we had to take her to the vet. And at the vet, she freaked out and she tried to bite Corey through her muzzle. Yes, we're talking about Jersey. And then when the vet came and took her back, she bit the vet. And so like she just, she's just a scared dog, and I think that she's a fantastic dog. I think that no, I don't think it's the breed. I think it's just her upbringing. Like we talked to the shelter, and like when before we got her, she was attacked by other dogs a lot. Yeah, she just had a lot of trauma growing up, I believe. I don't think that it's the breed. I think that she just had a really shit life. And like we fucking loved her. I definitely miss her dearly. But yeah, like it was becoming Corey was starting to feel unsafe living here, and I was worried that I was going to have to like be on point to protect Corey at any point in time. And so, we were like, all right. And we did not put the dog down. I do not have that in me to do something like that unless if the dog is in like immense suffering. So we gave her back to Hearts Alive, and we're hoping that, someone else can adopt her. But yeah, man, it just fucking blows. So I think that's the last of uh, doggo adventures for me. I I don't I don't think I can handle that again, to be honest. Um, I don't know if y'all could tell or not, but I loved the fuck out of her, and she was, she brought a lot of joy to both Corey and I. But you know, I would, as heartbreaking as it is, I was more worried that like she was going to do some damage to Corey and like potentially, you know, really harm her. And I mean, we had to make a choice, and we decided not to take the risk after that. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what we could have done different in order to prevent this. And you know, I feel like I failed as a dog parent, but other than like shell out 5 grand, you know, to try to get the dog training that she needs. But to be honest with you, both Corey and I didn't really have faith that we would have been able to, you know what I'm saying? I thank you. Like I'm just saying how I feel. You know what I mean? Like I'm just saying how it feels and whatnot. Like at the end of the day, we gave her a really good life and we definitely improved her quality from day to day. She was really happy. Like you could tell she was a happy dog. Well, not when she was in the cone, but like she loved us. Um, and yeah, we did try to turn it around for her, but you know, and we still haven't settled the attack with the neighbor from the cat. She's been dodging us, and we're thinking about going to small claims and all of that. It was a lot. A lot of shit happened in that 2 weeks, and it was rough. Um, but yeah, man, it fucking sucks because she was pretty great. So yeah. On that note, I think that I'll probably pick this up on Monday. I like where this is going, and it's definitely got some life to it. One thing that still bothers me is the bass. I need to find some other cool stuff that I can do to this, and I wish that it was a little bit more. I wish that it was a little bit more like airy as opposed to like mid and weighty, but I'm not really sure how what I would do to fix that. Um, wouldn't blame it on you, just a coalescence of issues. Sadly common with adopted dogs. Yeah, most of which, of course, are never within our control. I know, and like it's so sad, man, because most of those dogs don't make it out of there, and I think that's the most hurtful thing is that we couldn't really. I feel like we couldn't save her. You know, check the spells in 20. Hey, what's up, Poca? How are you? Hey, let me give a. I was, I'm so glad you came in because I was just getting ready to rip somebody. Um, she's got a long life. It's not that she can't be saved. Well, it's more of I hope that someone adopts her because she has very special needs. You know, um, I think that she. Yeah, my guy is over here trying to like fucking plug while I'm. Ugh. Speaking of, everyone, please do me a favor. Go follow Poca, the Milkman. Let me shout out this channel real quick. Visit profile. I'm gonna post his channel here. He does a lot of like boom bap and you know really interesting stuff on the SP404. I don't know what mark this is, but he streams as well quite a bit. He is, I believe, from Spain, and we're trying to help him grow his channel. So check him out. Mark two. Did that not copy? Yeah, so he's like primarily doing stuff on the Mark II. And yeah, dude, that's what I'm about. Hello. That's what we do here. Command V, paste. What the fuck? There we go. I don't know why that does that. check out your channel after the stream. Yeah, really, really cool stuff. I came into his stream the other day, and he was actually very, very courteous. I was like, hey, can you change your kick for me? And he did. And I'm so glad. I really appreciate that. But yeah, it's anytime I come by people that are making cool hip hop and stuff and whatnot, I tend to try to gravitate towards that because like even though I don't always just make boom bap or whatever, there's a very like gravitated affinity that I have towards the kind of music that we both make. And he's super friendly, very reactive to chat, and I think people like that deserve to have their channel grow. And you know, he's also got a lot of music on his shorts, or is it just videos in general? Some of these are the same, but like, yeah, you're dude, you're growing your channel the right way. All of my channels should look like this, and it does not. Strong accent? No, that's fine. There's probably a lot of people that are in my channel that can also speak Spanish as well, so I don't do shorts anymore. I'm only doing shorts now. Well, I'm wearing pants, but I only do shorts now for videos. Yeah, we didn't get very far in this. I was just working on like a little 8-bar section. But yeah, when I was talking about the whole thing with Roboto, like if you look at the timeline, all of everything is just off grid, and that's what that meant whenever I was doing that. I guess the kick on the one is there, but this is what we have so far. I had a very slow day. Yeah, and so I'm leaving all these little pockets and stuff to like throw in other sounds and put in fills and whatnot, but I haven't. That's what I was doing, and then we started talking about my dog, and then I have to go soon, unfortunately, but I'll pick this up on Monday. Yeah, thank you. I'm a big stickler of like making my own shit, and sometimes it just takes me time to make everything that I wanted, but I guess everything other than the hats we did this session. I was experimenting with a quickfire workflow. It's super fun, like 30 minutes max, get an intro, drop, breakdown done, and move on to the next. Well, I mean, we kind of did something like that for the 30-day challenge, if you recall. I think it wasn't 30 minutes, but I think that it was like a 2-hour challenge where we had to make the entire track in a single setting. And I think you participated in that, didn't you? It was like 2-3 years ago. I ended up making a couple of tracks from that. Like PayPal World. That one was definitely from the 30-day challenge. What else came from this? I wasn't even born at that time. Oh, fuck you, fuck. Oh my god. You know, something I love is that you always make me laugh. Yeah. Park, you need to be in every producer community's Discord, especially when you go live and you just your laugh is infectious. You always make me laugh too. Yeah, we also did, I think, was it day 13? I think we ended up finishing this one as well. This is a jungle track that we. I think these are Zayn samples. For the most part. Thank you, sweetie. Look, only one person can call me sweetie. And that's Corey. Yeah, the guitar was Zayn's. Yeah, but like in a brotherly way. No. Nah, fam. There was another one that I wanted to finish as well. I think it was like day 9 trip hop. Maybe it was day 8. Yeah, I did want to. This was actually Evil Within remix. Chad boundaries. Yeah, this one I wanted to finish as well. Oh, that was day 28. Hold on. Here we go. Yeah, this one was really cool too that I wanted to come back to. This reminds me a lot of like Bonobo. Yeah, I know. Rest in peace, Tango Studios. But that the riff of that was the intro to The Evil Within. Yeah, I think that was all I wrote because it was like 1 minute long, and that was the challenge, was to write an intro, a main section, and then like a very quick outro. Yeah, I like that a lot too. But yeah, cool. I have so much music, you guys. I have way so much music. I have even more music that I need to finish. This could go on the Jackal soundtrack. The Jackal. Does anybody have any questions before I head out? We'll probably come back to this too, the brooding idea. I just, like I said, I don't know what kind of thing I want to do with it. The old one? I actually don't know what you're referring to, but I'll look it up. The Jackal. Yeah, I think for those last 2 tracks, I think I sampled some drums through the Analog Heat and then did some minor processing to those, but it's just easier to do that sometimes. Do I love you? Well, it depends on the context, and it also depends on how much money I'm making that month. I'm just kidding. Yeah, of course. I wouldn't be, like, if I didn't like you all, I would not be here. And I'd be scamming people. I know Sam Brooke is on the Jackal soundtrack, whom I like. That's all I know. Yeah, I'll have to look up the Jackal soundtrack. Or what is it? Is it a movie or is it a show? Old movie. Yeah, I'll check it out. I like old movies and shit. That was something that you told me about your music too, and he Well, I mean, yeah, but I like I said, I met Poca the other day, or moved into or checked his channel out while he was streaming, and I think that he has a recent album of or a recent piece of work that was based off of like uh, wait, I think you were working on now you were working on jazz, but back then you were working on Japanese movies, and then you were sampling something that was like old sci-fi on a project before that, and I was like, oh, cool. So there's probably a lot that I could, yeah. I was driving at the time while while I was listening to you, so I didn't have access to like to keep chatting away. But yeah, don't text and drive while you're watching streams, guys. I parked first, and then I made some comments, and then I kept driving. But yeah, cool. Well, does anybody have any questions about what we did today before I head out? Driving while giving mixing tips. No, it's just like one of those things that I heard, and I was just like, hey, like, what if you did, what if you did this? Yeah, of course. I don't know. I appreciate you even being open to it because I came in and I was like, yo, this sounds really good, but the kick, please, please fix the kick, and it's perfect. Now it's perfect. If there was one more thing that I could change, I would offset the second kick just a little bit more, like this. Just a hair. But other than that, dude, whoa. I can't believe this thing even came on. I don't even have affiliation with or Kilohertz doesn't even do affiliate links anymore. I am so sorry. I need to turn that off. I will do it as soon as stream is done. But yeah, guys, I appreciate it. Check out alchemy.com. I've got a 25% sale going on right now. Poca, send me an email if you get the chance. Please come to Brazil. Bro, are you gonna like you say that all the time and I really appreciate it, but are you gonna pay for a ticket? Because what am I like what am I gonna come out there and do? Book his flight. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I can stay if Grim lets me move in, do some jujitsu, I could do that. I'm your biggest fan. I make old drum and bass. We make song together. You could join my favela band. I'm not gonna lie, that actually sounds pretty enticing. I really appreciate that. Thanks for coming in, Nate. Thanks, Pac. I appreciate you all. Arl, always good to see you. I think ISO is still in here too. If you are, you're a G. I appreciate you guys. Join the Discord if you're not part of the Discord. Go to alchemy.com, download all my free shit. Join the mailing list. Yeah, okay. That's all the advertisements I have. Much love, guys. I'll see you on Monday. What the F? What do you what do you mean? What do you mean, Grim? You're saying I can't stay with you? Is that what's going on? You said I can't move in? What do you mean what the F? Nah, I'm joking. Much love, guys. I'll catch you later.